Kris, thanks for being here today.
Pleasure.
First question has to be, what's the idea and where did you get the name Really Good Fitness? It's a brilliant idea.
Well, I mean, there were several different names I was thinking of at the time, and then Really Good just popped into my head, and I just thought it was such a positive sounding name as well. But obviously, wheelchair, and the fact that everything I was initially doing was targeted at wheelchair users. Okay. So I wanted to keep that focus on wheels, but make it something upbeat and positive.
Okay. But you're a fitness instructor, fitness coach originally.
Yeah.
What got you into that area? Why did you go that path?
It was actually seeing a lack of understanding and catering for people with disabilities, full stop. And I thought this is something I could actually do for myself as a job that would allow me to work, independently. Nice smooth floors, great buildings, everything that would be perfect for a wheelchair user. And it just progressed from there, really. I was sort of thinking, actually, I want to do more. I want to be involved in group exercise. I want to be, breaking boundaries in different areas. And group exercise is actually where I moved into, and everything's just escalated from there.
And is that mixed group, people with disabilities, people without disabilities in the same group?
Yep. Mixed. Originally, as I say, wheelchair use was my main focus, but I never turned anyone away. It was an open group. Okay. Whereas now, predominantly 90% of the classes are mixed ability. You have people without any disability at all take part, especially in the aerobics class, and they'll perform it on a Fit4All, or they'll use a standard chair, and they get a good core workout. Many of them actually struggle with it, because seated exercise is seen as being very, very gentle and very tame.
Yes.
And it also has this negative image, a very sort of age-related image to it as well. And again, age has no barrier at all. Just because you get to 70 doesn't mean you want to do something slow and gentle, but it does have that stereotyped image. So I wanted to push those boundaries, make it very high energy and very positive, and embrace all abilities.
And you're going to do that type of session today?
Yeah, we're actually doing both. We're going to do a gentle version, which is about range of movement and focus on core and posture.
Okay.
And then the second one is high energy aerobics, a little bit of a montage of the different classes we do. So we've got a bit of rave in there, we've got a lot of fun in that one. And we're off to Ibiza for that one.
You're off to?
Ibiza.
As you would. where else could you do it? I'm going to go back a bit further. So, did you start exercising first and then become an instructor, a fitness coach, and did you meet any particular barriers or difficulties? Because as part of Fit4All, we're going to provide training for almost 100 leisure centres who are engaging with Fit4All for this week and beyond. Is there any particular things that you found difficult in relation to accessing fitness for you?
The main thing I found is the lack of choice, because fitness, when it comes to disability, is not mainstream. It's seen as an add-on or as a token gesture, rather than actually giving it the same sort of commitment that we give to mainstream classes. For me, I started, believe it or not, on exercise on referral through my GP as part of my mental health, because I suffered with very severe depression, still do. I battled depression now for 22 years. And I also have other health conditions beside my actual physical issues. Yeah. And the idea was I went to the gym 10 minutes, 15 minutes a week, and that was all I could actually manage. And then over time it became 20 minutes and progressed from there. Yeah. And that improved my general well-being, my mood. So that was my first start back into fitness. And then it was only because I met the Australian Paralympic team just before 2012. And that inspired me to take up wheelchair basketball. And then I noticed that there was a lack of focus on fitness and accessibility to fitness for people with specifically wheelchair users, but with disability as a whole. And that's where I then moved into going into the fitness side of things. And I say it was really personal, just for me to have a job that I could manage, as a wheelchair user. But it's gone on to a career that's seen so many changes, and the clients that come along are very different to the clients that I teach now, in the sense they were very withdrawn, lack of energy, lack of self-confidence. Now they're taking on events, they're doing half marathons. I've got one client who just did her first full marathon in a wheelchair in London a few weeks ago. They've done para-triathlons, 3K events, and confidence. Everything has just changed so much. They're very different people to who come through that door at the beginning.
One of the things we like to see, and to say why we promote Fit4All, why Fit4All has started, one of the things I cover with my students in APA and at IT Tralee, is that idea that it's way beyond, it's far more important than just physical activity, the fitness side. You're saying there's huge other benefits,
Yeah.
mental health benefits, confidence, and you see that all the time.
Yes, and especially after the main classes we do, they all go into the cafe, they have a drink and a chat. They're usually there for about an hour, so there's a big social side to it as well. They can problem share as well, or share advice and opinions on their own experience, which is really good for character building. But the confidence people get from seeing that they can actually do something that they didn't think perhaps they could do before gives that newfound confidence, and their posture changes, and then the way people perceive them changes. If we go around, especially in a wheelchair, because you tend to slump naturally, people will look at you and you don't make eye contact. Or if you're on crutches and your posture's poor, again, you haven't got the usual body language. But as soon as you start feeling confident and you lift up, you're engaging people, and I think it changes things a lot.
And you look well. You look great. It helps.
It does.
When you present. That I'm healthy and.
I'm very passionate about what I do, and I'm in pain 24/7, but I smile, and that's what I do. I put a smile on my face, and I just get through it. If I'm not doing that, I'm going to be at home in pain, still with the same problems I've got for no reason. So I just do whatever I can in the day, and then I feel I've actually achieved something. And I think this is what I try and encourage other people to do as well. Whatever you're capable of doing at the moment, if you're wheelchairs, you're naturally pushing yourself in your chair, or if you're walking with crutches, you're doing that level of exercise anyway. So all you've got to do is increase what you already do to improve your own abilities. You don't have to become a gym bunny. You don't have to lift huge weights. For some people, it's just being able to lift a mug and being able to independently drink their own drink. And that's life-changing for some people.
And again, you mentioned yourself that you have your own issues, say, with mental health, that you have pain. Sometimes in this whole area, we see people say, people suffering from a disability. You don't seem to be suffering that much at the moment. You seem very well.
It's sort of my coping mechanism, really, I suppose. And the thing is, in some respects, I suppose denial. If I deny what's going on, it's not going to affect me as much, and I just distract myself with things. Anyone who teaches classes will know what it's like. You get so many excuses why they can't come. People don't tell I've got a sore toe, and I think I'm here, I'm in pain all the time. I've got reduced organ functions, I've got constant headaches, and everything else. I'm still there, and then somebody doesn't come in because they've hurt their toe, and you think, come on, and it can be frustrating sometimes. But no, I just find if you take a positive approach to it, take charge of your condition, and this is the thing, adapting your lifestyle to see your disability or medical condition as a positive thing, and see what you can do rather than what you can't do. I think it changes the way you actually live and you perceive your future.
That sounds like the philosophy of Cara, what we've been doing for the last, and we've been trying to, in relation to Cara, what do you think of Fit4All and Cara's work, the type of work we do overall?
I think it's brilliant, and it's groundbreaking in the way it's changing people's perceptions, changing people's involvement as well. I know you've got great successful centres that are registered to take part in this, and hopefully that's going to move on and keep sort of rolling forwards. And again, the more people that get involved, the more it becomes a norm to treat disability on the same equal level. And I think we need to change things right from the very top in the sense of qualifications as well, that disability is part of every syllabus rather than being an add-on thing that we look at separately. We all teach clients of different abilities within the able-bodied community. Disability doesn't need to be any more scary than somebody who's different within the group.
Strongly, I teach really, we've been very to the forefront in modules for all of course. We think every PE course, every physical activity, sports should have an adapted physical activity into the module. Final question for you, Kris. Is there anything you're looking forward to in particular today? Your own class or other things that are going on today? Looking forward to anything?
It's slightly selfish, but I'm looking forward to seeing people's faces after the second class. It's great seeing people totally trained and changing the perception of what seated exercise can be. But it's just so nice to see so many people coming together, all different backgrounds and different areas of the country, and actually sharing one common thing, which is the fact that we are all the same because we are all uniquely different.
It's a lovely line. Perfect. Kris, you can use that one again. Thanks very much. Thank you.